Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're watching this on my blog, thank you for visiting. This video is going to be an advice video on piercings basically. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this. I've been getting basically a lot of questions about my piercings and basically why do I have so many piercings, or why do you like piercings, like questions like that. Basically people being very curious. And I think since over these years of me having so many piercings, it's time for me to basically make a video and tell you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and stuff like that. So the first thing that I'm going to say is that in this video I'm not going to show you my piercings. If you guys would like to see my piercings, I'll do a whole another video on that so I can go more into depth. In this video, first of all, won't be so long. But yeah. So first thing is, if you guys want to know how many piercings I have, I will tell you guys that I have 13 holes in all. So yeah, that is not like saying the lobes is one hole. Like, I have 13 holes in all. When I first, well, we'll start from the beginning. So when I first got my first piercing, I was a child, basically like a baby. I don't remember getting my first, the regular ear holes. My mom took me to get that done, so it was her decision. So yeah, I got those done when I was younger. So that being said, is if you are the age you are right now, so let's say you are in elementary school and you want your ears pierced and your parents haven't basically took you to get your ears pierced, that is probably because they didn't want you to have your ears pierced, or they just didn't even think about getting your ears pierced. So and if you ask them because you want it done and they say yeah, okay, then great. If you ask them because you want it done and they say no, or not yet, wait till you're this age, then yeah, they didn't want you to have them done, or they want you to be really sure if you want them done. For my opinion, I don't think having your first regular ear pierced, like the regular lobe holes, is a problem. Yeah, I suggest you get them done, and if you don't like them, you can always take them out. So yeah. The next thing is, let's say you already have those and you want to get your top cartilage done. When I was younger, the top cartilage, which is basically this part of the ear, like the top part, was a big thing. And yeah, I will tell you right now, I got these done on my 12th, 13th, either my 12th or my 13th birthday. I asked my mom and we went on my 12th or 13th birthday. I really think it could have been my 12th. One of those, and we went and we got both of my top cartilage pierced. If you have a parent like mine, my mom doesn't like piercings. Like I said, she took me when I was a baby to get my lobes pierced because she's fine with those. But really beyond that, she doesn't like piercings, which is kind of weird or hypocritical, you can say, since she does have her second holes pierced. But yeah, she's not really a big piercing tattoo person. So if you have a parent like that, it's usually going to be a no, and basically kind of wait till you're 18 type of thing. So yeah. The next thing is, which I probably should have stated from the beginning, is do it for you. Meaning, if you want it done, make sure it's because you actually want it done, not because you've seen a girl in a magazine with it, or not because all your friends at school are getting this one piercing. I remember in high school, it was like belly buttons and tongue piercings were like this big old, like, it was, I would have to call it an epidemic because it was like one girl got it or two girls got it, and then everyone was like, oh my gosh, they have it, I need to get this done, I need to be cool too. No, like, it should be because you want it. Like, yeah, you can get inspiration from other people having it. Like, let's say you see, we'll use the belly button because that's like a big one. A girl, and it's summertime, so let's say you see a girl at the pool and she has her belly button pierced. If you see it, you like it, then yes, you should get it. But don't get it because you think it'll make you cool, or don't get it because you'll end up popular or all this. No, that is nonsense. Get it because you actually want it. So yeah, we got that covered. Also, the next part of, getting it because you want it type of thing is care. Piercings do come with a lot of responsibility. They can get infected. I've never had any type of like major infection that I had to go to the doctors or I had to take out my piercing. But from experience, you will get possibly a little tiny infection that will clear up with like more cleaning or more care. That being said, over cleaning can also mess up your piercing too. So when you go and get your piercing, make sure to ask questions. Don't feel like, oh, I should have already looked this up, which you should have, but every piercing place is going to tell you something different. So make sure you already look up the care of everything that you need for this new piercing, and then go, before you even get the piercing, like, talk to the piercer and say, how do I care for this? What do I need for this? How many times do I clean this? What product should I use? Like stuff like that. So make sure you do your research and then make sure you ask questions. The next part, which basically has to do research. Let's get more into research. So research is, you can look online, you can ask people that already have the piercing questions, and yeah, that's basically it. Before I got a lot of my piercings, I'm a big like looker-upper type of person. So I looked at, like how you're on YouTube right now, I looked at a lot of YouTube videos. I basically YouTube care videos. I'm not really the person that will get into people who put out videos about their them at the piercing place and getting it, because that, I feel like, will scare you. Like, that will change your whole perception of you getting the piercing you actually want because of that person's pain level. Everybody has different pain levels. Just because that one person like basically went through hell getting that piercing done doesn't mean you are going to go through the same experience. For example, my nose ring. I watched a lot of videos on my nose piercing because I wasn't sure which one I really wanted. That being said, I got the regular hole in my nose, which I actually really wanted the septum, but I did ask my sister what she thought. She didn't like it, which to me was, on my part, probably wasn't the best thing because that is somebody else's opinion, and I just stuck with my own opinion and got my septum. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so what was I saying? The nose ring. I watched a lot of videos on YouTube about it, about how to care for it. Even watched videos about people getting it done, and those people that I watched basically freaked out over the nose ring. And when I went to go get it, when I got mine done, it was nothing. Yes, I heard crunching. Yes, I heard crunch popping, but and yes, your eyes water, but it wasn't painful like how they were showing how painful it was. So yeah, pain tolerance. Um, I already said that. Pain tolerance, anybody can, just because that one person went through pain, you probably won't go through the same pain. Or maybe that person didn't go through pain and you will go through the pain. It all depends on your pain tolerance. Everyone has different pain tolerance, and some people are more tolerant than others. The next thing will have to be sides. Let's talk about sides. Um, Going back to sides, I remember sides started, um, sides started for me in middle school. So for some reason, people have this perception of getting a piercing on a certain side means a certain thing. To me, no. Get the piercing on whatever side you want. I got my nose ring on the left side. People, you can get it on the right side. Some people think getting on the right side means something, and I don't have time for that. Just like for my industrial piercing, I got it on the left side. Most people get it on the right side. To me, it's all about preference, um, about like what side you want. I'm happy I got mine on the left side, for certain reasons, and yeah, I just prefer it over there. I like it. Um, what is the next thing? The next thing is jewelry. Let's talk about jewelry. Um, Jewelry can be anything you want it to be if it works for that area. Um, let's let's talk about my cartilage piercings. People, I got my cartilage piercing like this. Some people like it with the hoop. When you get it pierced, depending on the place, you will either get a stud up there or you will get a hoop. When I got mine pierced, I got a stud, and yeah, I had to wear the stud, and I actually preferred the stud. Some people get it pierced with a hoop, and they actually prefer the hoop. Um, that goes a lot for the other things, like let's say my conch piercing. That's the piercing inside your ear. I got it pierced with an earring like this, which is basically an eyebrow pierce, like an eyebrow ring. Some people do get the hoop that goes all around the ear. For me, I got this eyebrow piercing, eyebrow ring, which I actually really, really like. So yeah, like I said, it's all depending on the place. They suggest you use certain things. The next thing, let's talk about places then, since we were already talking about that. Places. I have been to, well, actually there's 3 places, but I've been to the 2 places that are most popular. So let's get into places. So the first place is a regular store, like Claire's Icing, Piercing Pagoda, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, those are just stores. The second place is tattoo parlors that do piercings. I've been to there. You have to make sure that tattoo parlor does piercings. Not all tattoo parlors do piercings. So yeah, look into that. The third place is at-home piercings. At-home piercings I do not recommend, but it happens. People do it. Yeah. So the first place that we were talking about, when I went to 3, is store piercings. I have went to store piercings. I don't really recommend store piercings. Store piercings, basically all the time, yeah, they're gonna use a gun. A gun is where they have, okay, so they have the gun, which, yeah, it looks like a gun, whatever, and it's just a plastic thing, and they have they have what is it? A cartilage? Basically a packet with the earring in it. So they put that piece inside the gun, and they'll put it on the area you're going to pierce, and it clips in. Like, it's like basically like a stapler. Um, that I would not recommend, even though I have got that used a couple times. Um, when that, but when that happened, it's not really sanitary. I don't think so. It's the same gun they're using. The needle is, of course, different because it's the earring, from that cartilage thing. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And so, yeah, but I don't find it sanitary. And the other thing is, when I got it done, I know on my cartilage I got done, which, yeah, the needle would have been so much faster. It got stuck. I have thick cartilage, so when they used the gun up on this top cartilage, it did get stuck. She had to pull it apart and redo it. So yeah, that actually really hurt because she's pulling apart the earring that got stuck. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. I did get the tops done with that gun, and I did get my second, my third holes with a gun. I got my tops done at it was basically like a store, but it wasn't a store. It was by appointment only, and it was a doctor piercer. Like, basically when I say a doctor piercer, she had her doctor's degree and a piercing license. Yeah, a doctor piercer. Kind of weird, I know. But she was amazing. And she gave me a lot of information. Like, she was basically telling me what to do and how to take care of it and everything. Like, I didn't have to really ask her anything because she gave me all the information. She gave me a sheet of paper. She went over everything. And the second holes right here, I got those done at Piercing Pagoda in the mall, which Piercing Pagoda was actually really, really fine. They healed fine, everything. Yeah, they, asked you information, but when I got these done, I already knew how to take care of piercings because I have so many. So yeah, and then my third holes, I got those done at Claire's, which I do not recommend. And I think it cost me $20 to $25. When you think of a piercing, that is not a lot of money. I think it was 20. Yeah, I think it was 20. It could have been 15. I don't really remember, but it was really cheap. And I had piercings done on my body that cost like $80. So, yeah. So that's that. The second place we're talking about is the tattoo parlor. I highly, highly recommend you going to a tattoo parlor piercer place, because they know what they're talking about. I have never been to a tattoo parlor that used a gun. Every tattoo parlor I've been to, they use a needle. You might, if you're scared of needles, I'm so sorry, but you will actually prefer the needle over the gun. In my opinion, the gun hurts more than the needle. And the needle is way more safer. Okay? So, I did get my tongue done with a needle. I got my nose done with a needle. These are all at tattoo parlors. I got my industrial done with a needle at a tattoo parlor. I got my conch done with a needle at a tattoo parlor. So yeah, I highly recommend those. And I like those piercings I just stated are usually piercings that people are really, really scared to get or have nervousness about, and I got those done with a needle, so it's all right. The last place is at home. I do not suggest you doing your own piercing at home. I do not suggest it. Or I do not suggest you going to a friend's house that has a gun that they bought on, a piercing gun that they bought online and doing it for you. Do not do that. If you think the piercing is too expensive, wait until you get the money. Go to somebody that is professional. Go to them. Because if your friend does it for you, who are you going to blame when you have an infection or, type of thing? Like, don't do that to your body. Go to somebody who's professional to get it done. I think I've covered all of the points. Yeah. I think I covered all of the points. I will be doing another video showing you guys my piercing and going into depth of what age I got them, if I can't remember, or giving you a estimate of what age I got them. And I'll, of course tell you when I got, age when I got them, where I got them, what they used to do it, all that other stuff. And I will also have a blog post on cleaning them when I do that video. So I hope this helps you guys a lot. I hope you guys, if you are thinking about getting a piercing, that you're not scared, because I feel like when you get scared is when you personally don't want to get it. You're getting it because somebody else has it. So yeah, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below, and make sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.